What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Brian from AB Genetics. Okay, so just get right into it here. So for those of you that pay attention to my channel and my Instagram, Facebook, what have you, just wanted to keep everybody up to date here. So this weekend I had a very important thing happen. I had a clutch, and actually it hatched out. I cut the eggs a few days ago, a little bit early. They collapsed a little bit too much for my liking. I realized that my setup, although it's worked really well in the past, I learned a good and really important thing over the last week. The bins, the hatchling bins, the egg tubs that I use, so they have some kind of pieces of plastic tabs that kind of hang down, straight down. So when I put the press and seal on the tub, once in a while, and I guess it happened with this clutch, those tabs actually press down and break the seal. And I've seen it before, like I've noticed that it was happening, but it was never an issue for my eggs. So they got a little too dehydrated for my comfort level, and with it being such an important clutch, not that there's any less important, but I really had my eyes on it, and I noticed they were collapsing just a little too much for my liking. Okay, so I was a little uncomfortable with it, and with these being just extremely important possibilities in this clutch for me, I wanted to make sure they were okay. So about a week ago, I went in and I cut them, just had enough, and I followed the Billy Rose mutation creation method, and what I did was I actually added just a little bit of water to each of the eggs once I cut them open, because they were underdeveloped. It was a week ago. But I felt I had to do it. I didn't have any syringes or anything like that, so I cut the eggs. I put some water in. Very happy to say that the eggs did just fine, and now they've actually all come out of the eggs. So it's odd. It was supposed to be an egg cutting this weekend. I cut them last weekend. They're all out of the egg. They've absorbed all of the yolk. They're doing amazing, and I'm really happy with the results. So instead of an egg cutting video, I'm going to show you the babies out of the egg. Now keep in mind, they haven't shed. I will be following up, because this is such an amazing clutch. I will be following up with a follow-up video to show them once they've shed and just how gorgeous these animals are. Because I'll tell you, I really nailed the odds on this one. I've had a great year, and really proud of what we've accomplished here. So without further ado, let's jump into it, and I'm going to show you these babies. You get the fresh baby out of the egg instead of the egg cutting video. So let's go ahead, without further ado, guys. Let's have a look, and let's get on with it. And I'll go into depth and speak about what I think I've got here, and we'll talk to you in a second. Okay, guys, so welcome back here, and let's go ahead and pull this incredible clutch out, and I can show you what we're looking at. Okay, so just to keep you guys kind of up to date here, so what we are looking at is the dame was a lesser spot-nosed blade clown, milestone animal. I made this animal about 2.5 years ago. She laid her first clutch, and it's the first time I've ever hatched an animal, had them grow up and lay a clutch of eggs for me. So milestone for me, and I'm super proud, super happy, just gigantic for me. And I have another girl that I created, this one's sibling actually, and she's about to lay eggs as well, so very happy. So the dame was a lesser spot-nosed blade clown, made right here at AB Genetics. Sire was a leopard Cypress het clown, 66% het for hypo. Okay, so I did get 5 eggs. One did not make it, and when I opened it up, it was massively underdeveloped and had already been dead for quite some time. So very unfortunate. It does happen, and that one did not make it, and it looked like there was absolutely nothing I could have done, because it had died sometime before. So the rest are doing just fine. And just so you're aware of what I'm talking about, these are actually the tabs that I think have been causing me the grief. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut all of those up, make sure they're gone. Okay, so here we are. So I'm going to do this in order of power, let's say. The least powerful to the most powerful. So this right here, very small baby. This one actually came out of the egg first, had a small yolk. She did get all over yolk. I call her she, but I don't really know what sex these are. So what this is a Cypress lesser 100% het clown. And I know I don't really care to keep track of 33% het possible lessers, possible hypos. I don't really care to keep track of 33% possible hypos. So we're just going to go ahead and say this girl is a lesser Cypress 100% het clown. She is beautiful, and I have hatched quite a few lessers. So this one definitely has some amazing contrast to it, and I will say that I absolutely love what Cypress brings to that combination. Now you'll notice the power in this clutch, because that was the least powerful. This is the second least powerful, and it is an absolutely stunning lesser spot nose clown. Really stunning. And I'm honestly not experienced with Cypress. Some I can see very obviously, and some I can't. So to be honest, this is a very different looking lesser spot nose clown. I have hatched a few. I have a breeder male. I have a female that laid this clutch, and I do have some other ones as well. And this one is very different looking. That pattern, that dorsal stripe along the top is very pronounced. It does look different, but I can't say it's because of Cypress. I'm not sure, and I'm going to go ahead and think Cypress is not in there. But there is some weird stuff going on. Like, look at right there, those two dots. I don't know if you can make them out, but there's two dots by my fingers. Very dark. You know, I don't know what's going on here. Very strange animal. Very strange animal. We're just going to have to keep an eye on it. But it is absolutely lesser spot nose clown. And we'll see if there's something else. But I'm not convinced there's Cypress yet. It might just be a strange one, because we all know this male I have is spitting out some strange animals. But just extremely cool. But I guess you never know. You know, maybe this one will end up to have Cypress. I don't know. I don't want to judge and get ahead of myself there. But either way, completely stunning animal. Look at that little baby. She's gorgeous. I call her a she, but I don't know what it is. Here is the animal I was trying to get. This is the one I wanted. Have a look at that. Just a mind-blowing baby. You know, a guy I respect big time in this industry, Paul Milner over at Urban Constrictors. He inspired me to go after this. So this is a Cypress leopard clown. Male or female, I don't care. I'm happy with both. I'd love a leopard Cypress clown male for a future breeder, so I'd be happy with that. If it's a female, hey, no problem whatsoever. I'll take a super powerhouse female. Look at that. Just an amazing baby. Unbelievable. Check out the side pattern. Wild head. Just gorgeous. Great oranges coming through there. And that's not even the most powerful one. Now, this one is the most powerful. It is the most powerful. I will be letting it go simply because this amazing animal has lesser, and I do have just a ton of lesser in my collection. So I'm not really looking to keep any more. But this unbelievable animal, to the best of my knowledge, is lesser leopard Cypress clown. lesser leopard Cypress Clown. And it's just amazing. And I have hatched lesser leopard clowns, and this definitely has something else going on. Way more purples, beautiful oranges punching through that purple dorsal stripe. She's unbelievable. She really is. Unbelievable looking. I'm just super ecstatic about this incredible girl. Right? And how's that for, it was a 5-egg clutch. The one didn't make it. But have a look at this for results. So keep in mind, it was a het clown, a leopard Cypress het clown, 66% het hypo. A lesser spot-nose blade clown. And I got 3 visuals, and they're bangers. They're powerhouses. So I honestly, I think this is the best I've done on such a small clutch, from a visual to a het. And I couldn't be happier. I mean, even the weakest one is still a lesser Cypress het clown. You know, so let's recap. Lesser Cypress het clown, lesser spot-nose clown. I'm not sure on the Cypress. I don't think so, but there is a possibility, because I've never hatched one before, so I don't know. But I'm willing to say it's probably not. It's probably just another strange lesser spot-nose clown. And then we have the Cypress leopard clown, which is definitely my whole back. I mean, it's just gorgeous, and I've loved them ever since I first saw them. And then the banger out of the clutch is the lesser Cypress leopard clown. Just amazing. Anyway, so sorry I couldn't get you guys the egg cutting, but just as well, they've all come out of the eggs. They're an absolutely stunning clutch, super powerful. I couldn't have hoped for anything more. I got everything I wanted and more out of it, so it just surpassed my expectations. I love it. And Cypress, one of my favorite genes. So very happy to say that I've nailed the odds with visuals, and I nailed the odds with Cypress. I got Cypress in 3 out of 4 babies. You know, so just super happy. So there you have it, guys. I will do a follow-up video once they all shed out, to give you a real honest look at them. Right, guys, so was I right or was I right? How's that for an amazing clutch? You know, I couldn't be happier, and huge milestone. So it's the huge milestone right there, right? So here we got the first animal I've ever hatched, taken care of, raised up, and got a clutch of eggs out of. So it's a huge milestone for AB Genetics, and we've taken it to another level now, and we've passed that first hurdle. Assuming the first hurdle is going to be raising your own baby and getting a clutch. I guess getting your first eggs are your first hurdle, but either way, we've passed a huge hurdle there. I'm very proud to have an amazing girl that produces amazing babies. I'm very proud to produce this clutch. So another amazing milestone was my very first Cypress babies. And what a banger of a clutch. I mean, just a powerhouse clutch. Out of only 4 eggs, of course the 5th one didn't make it, but out of only 4 eggs, you know, and we've got lesser Cypress het clown, male or female. That's an awesome animal right there. And I've hatched lots of plain lessers, you know, and very black, very white, beautiful on their own. I love lesser, you know, but very beautiful on its own. But once you add that Cypress into it, it turns all the darks into just a beautiful purple, like maroon purple in there, and it's just amazing. I love it. And then up next, we've got the lesser spot-nose clown. Something very strange going on. I don't think it's Cypress. I can't rule it out, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to wait and grow it up a little bit, because of my complete lack of experience with Cypress in these major combos. We'll have to see. I'll have to figure that one out. But the next up on the list was the lesser spot-nose clown. Very strange looking, and I've hatched them before quite a few times. Don't look like that. And there's some nice purples on there and that back ridge, and I don't know, you know, we'll have to wait and see as that grows up, but I'm thinking that's what it is, plain lesser spot-nose clown, you know. And then next one up, of course, was my whole back. That's the Cypress leopard clown. Just knockout, amazing contrast. That's my keeper, and it's they're all amazing animals, but I can't keep them all, number one. And I just have enough lesser in my collection, and you got to be careful with lesser. I think it's underrated. I think if you go look at some of my Instagram pictures at some of the amazing banger combos I've produced with lesser in them, I don't think it gets the credit. I think people jump on the train with something like lesser because it makes blue-eyed Lucy's. So everybody goes against it. But if you go look at some of the lesser combinations in my collection, and I think I make a pretty good case for how good lesser can be in the right combinations. It's just like everything else. You have to get it in the right combos, and if you get it in that combo, it actually adds some brilliance to the combination. So I think it's underrated, and I think it's a key gene in certain areas. And if you're hating on lesser and you're cutting it out of your collection, you're missing out. I'm telling you, you're missing out. And moving up from that to the most powerful animal in the clutch, we have the lesser leopard Cypress Clown. I missed on the spot nose on that one, but it's gorgeous nonetheless. What an amazing combo. I mean, I still have, I sold, last year I made a lesser leopard clown, and it was amazingly nice. I sold that one off. I kept the lesser Batman, the lesser leopard spot nose clown, and this time I missed on the spot nose, but I added Cypress, and what an amazing combo. If I didn't already have the lesser Batman growing up in my tubs, I'd probably add that in and keep the lesser Cypress leopard clown. But with me holding back that Cypress leopard clown, that's firepower enough. I don't need to add that lesser to that combination. So I'm very happy. The good thing is my holdback, male or female, I'm satisfied, because I need more breeder males, and I've fallen into that trap that a lot of people do. A lot of people fall into the trap in the beginning of building your collection with getting too many males. I didn't. I actually stuck with 1 or 2 males, and I went completely investing in females, and I built a big army of females. So then what I found in my 3rd year is I was still just utilizing my single powerhouse male, and I hadn't yet invested in more males, and I wasn't creating enough visuals that gave me any powerhouse males to keep. But I did build a huge army of visual females and het females. So the good news is I'm very female heavy. The bad news is this year I found myself stuck, and I had to go reinvest a good amount into an amazing male. So if this is a male, he's a replacement in the future, and I can actually move on from one of my breeders and focus on this guy. So we'll see. Either way, if it's a male, I'm actually hoping it is bonus. If it's a female, I mean, how are you going to complain about nailing a female leopard Cypress Clown? You know, you can't complain about that, right? So either way, I'm pretty happy either way. And the rest is for sale. So if you see anything you like there and you're interested, hit me up. I don't yet know the sexes, but hit me up nonetheless, and we can get the discussion going, because there's 2 just powerhouse visual clown females or males there, and they might be right for your collection. So hit me up either way. I still have some animals for sale, some powerhouse females, and just stacked combos. I have another clutch in here, so you're going to see me back here in another probably week or 2. I got another powerhouse clutch coming up, and then I'm not going to tell you the secrets of that one. And I have an amazing female just getting ready to lay eggs, and it's the sibling of this girl. So another powerhouse clutch coming up, and hopefully we're looking at more Cypress and leopard combos in there as well. So anyways, sky's the limit, and the future's bright. And don't forget, at AB Genetics, we start with the best to create the best, and that should be in everybody's head. Start with the best to create the best. You want the best babies, you want the best combinations, you better be investing in the best. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys, and I look forward to seeing you back here in a couple of weeks. And a couple of weeks after that, we got lots of videos, lots of clutches coming up. 4th quarter, this is the busiest time at AB Genetics. Don't ask me why. It's a strange thing, but I'm not complaining. I'm taking everything as it comes, and I'm enjoying my crazy winter clutches that just come in and bulldoze me through the horrible winters in Canada. So anyways, guys, thanks a lot for coming. Comment down below. Tell me what you think of that amazing clutch and how good were my odds on there. And I'm always interested to hear what everybody else is doing. So if you're working with Cypress, if you're working with these same genetics and you get different combinations, let me know what you think. Let me know with that lesser spot-nosed clown. Have a look at that and let me know what you think. If you've hatched a lot, if you've worked Cypress and the lesser spot-nosed clowns, or if you've worked with lesser spot-nosed clowns, let me know what you think about that combination. And if you think Cypress is in there, and if not, let me know why. Let me hear what you got to say. So if you've had some success with this exact same combinations, leave a message. Let me know what you're working on. Let me know how your results are going. Share some pictures. Let's see what you got. I'm always interested to hear. And don't forget, if you like the path I'm going down at AB Genetics and you like the projects that AB Genetics is working with, help me out. Like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you can keep in touch with my new videos coming out of all my amazing clutches I'm hatching and my animals I'm showcasing and my breeding projects. All right? And subscribe, and like the video too, because you know, every time you like one of my videos, it actually hits the algorithm and boosts the popularity, and it gets it out there so more people can see it, and we can share more ideas with each other. Anyways, it's getting a little too warm in here, so I'm going to cut that video right there. Let me know what you think, and look forward to the next one in a couple of weeks. I'll see you guys again. Brian from AB Genetics. Thanks a lot, guys, for coming.